Good morning, Grand Junction. Wave if you're down there. So, 500, 600 years ago, the world thought the earth was flat. And today, medical science, we're chasing symptoms. We don't know how to deal with chronic pain. The science isn't there, and people are realizing that getting surgeries and physical therapy are just chasing symptoms. We're not dealing with these problems, we're throwing money at it. And the solution's actually really simple. 8.5 years ago, I was in chronic pain, told I would probably never walk again. And I struggled for a good 7 years, limping around and in more pain than most of the patients that walked through my door to see me. And I was about ready to quit. My job as a chiropractor, it wasn't even that physically demanding of a job compared to a lot of you out there doing more manual labor. And those who have desk jobs too. We're all dealing with different levels of chronic pain. And it's a lot simpler than I was taught to deal with. Posture correction is confusing, focusing on pelvic tilt and all these imbalances, forward head translation, all these different syndromes, upper cross, lower cross. They're confusing, and we're focusing on the details instead of the singular problem that is resisting gravity. Any position that your spine is in, whether you have scoliosis or you have postural syndromes, too much curvature, head's too forward, your hips are forward, it's all going to be helped by resisting gravity and lifting upwards. So I tried to train myself in doing that, and not just exercises, but the principle I applied to my life. How I was holding myself when I was working on people, how I was sitting, how I'm driving in the car. It could be applied to anything you're doing. And it pairs well with functional strength training. The same idea as we're lifting up against weights, we're lifting up against those imbalanced muscles and those restrictions. If you think about, if you've ever been to the chiropractor, they're pressing on your thoracic spine, you'll notice that they have an upward drive as well as a downward. So it's not just postural correction, they're trying to decompress your spine. And he's got to, he or she, has got to put a lot of pressure to get that movement. And sometimes it doesn't even move because whole sections are just in a constant state of compression. And that's compression on your nervous system. That's got your nervous system in a stranglehold. And you think that doesn't affect every organ system in your body, and you're deluding yourself. So a lot of pathologies can arise from this chronic neurological stress, not from emotional stuff, but mechanical. And they feed on each other. Emotional stress is always going to wreak havoc on you if you're weak structurally. So this helped me on so many different levels. My immune system was shot, my digestion was shot, I had weird pain all over. Old injuries were arising, that I did a long time ago were coming back. I couldn't even work out anymore, right? What I thought was good, until I retrained my body how to move a bit better. I know that's a little hard to say because what is good movement versus bad movement, but I think we can all agree that we can always increase our load tolerance, lifting directly upwards, not trying to correct just the neck where we're just focusing on one curvature, because you can't change one curvature in the spine without affecting the rest. All right, it's a whole body approach, and that's what we need to do, and that's why I really like functional strength training. But I also like foundation training because it helps prepare you to tolerate these weights and lift. So with functional strength training, we're using a lot of the mobility of the spine, and it's almost the opposite of functional strength training. Instead of lifting up weights, we're keeping the spine very restricted in its motion, trying to isolate hip and shoulder motion and keep the spine acting as a stabilizing structure. And that requires the spine to activate what we call the posterior chain muscles to actually work for once in their life. Resist bending, resist compressing, stay in that decompression stance, and forcing the body and teaching the body to move in that way. And your brain is going to be talking to muscles that it might never have talked to before. And you're going to get a lot of relief from that. So come out to Ridgeline Fitness, 2 p.m. on Friday. So I'll see you guys there. I'm doing a little session, running you through some exercises that I've done that have really helped me. And we'll spend some time breaking it down.